Hello and welcome back to After the End. Last time we managed to get ourselves in a position where we can actually sort out our realm. We got it so that we can revoke titles, and we got a bunch of our vassals imprisoned, which means that we can revoke their titles without any question, which is great. We can do it without tyranny, and we can actually do it in the first place. So it's given us an opportunity to reduce the number of excess vassals that we have. I'm still a little bit confused about why we have so many. I know we have so many because we have that many vassals, but what's confusing me is the fact that we currently have 101 vassals. I would think that the United States should have about half of that, and even adding in extra ones for Canada, we must have a lot of excess vassals that we really don't need to have. So there's a lot of room for us to look into things this time and narrow things down. So I want to do that this episode. By the end of this episode, I want to be in a position where we can start expanding again. I think that's going to be our big goal by the end of this episode, because if we can start expanding again, there's not that much left to get. We've got this bit of the west coast, we got this bit in the center, and we got this bit right here. Once we can do that, we kind of got everything we need to have the entirety of the United States, which would be fantastic. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm also hoping to have a look at our decisions and figure out which ones we can actually knock off our list, because we must be able to do one or two of them at this point. I mean, we have nearly all the land, but we have like 6 or 7 decisions left. Doesn't seem like the right ratio to me, so I want to sort that out. The other thing I want to sort out is our succession, and I'm thinking we should choose a vice president soon. Why should we choose a vice president? Well, it gets rid of the succession question, because if you have a vice president, when you die, the vice president becomes president. Now, my problem with that is that currently we're 30 years old, and it doesn't look like we can make a child vice president. Now, the issue I have is that means the youngest we can make a vice president is 18, right? Makes sense. However, that means there's only ever going to be a 12-year gap between the characters. This means that if we make, say, an 18-year-old vice president and we die at 78, say, the 18-year-old will then take over at 66. So they won't really get to rule for very long if we have to do that. Now, I'm hoping that things don't take that long, but thinking about it, that's not ideal. So I've been trying to think of a way around it, and we have 2 options. One, we can wait, and if we wait, we could say wait until our son is of age, at which point we can appoint him to be our vice president, so that would be an extra 15 years, which is a lot better in terms of ratio. The other option that we have, which I think is probably the one I'm going to go with, is we find somebody of our dynasty who is very old, or like on the edge of about to die. We make them our vice president. And then when they die, we make another old person our vice president, and we do that until such a point as our son is ready to be vice president. I think that's the best way to handle this. So, let's see who there is, that's the wrong one, in the Theovelt family who matches our description. So maybe somebody of high rank already. So like Jonah here. Jonah is 60. So him being vice president would be absolutely fine. Yeah, in fact, you know what, Jonah? I think you should be vice president. We need a little bit more prestige? That's okay. So you need prestige and influence, and those are the only restrictions. That's fine. So what's that, 190 extra prestige? I think that just means we have to create 1 title. Duchy of Magdalene. Which is where? Oh, it's up there. Okay, what's it part of? The Maritimes. Okay. I'm going to create it. And I'm going to grant it to you. Yes, I don't know why you hate me, but I'll have a look in a second. Oh, just general reasons. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Right, clear this out. That's all fine. So, actually I need to do one... Oh no, it should be fine. For a second I thought I needed to do one more. The Avelt living members. Jonah, you're 60. You're my uncle. You're my vice president. Yes. Okay, so we enter into a power sharing, because this is a co-ruler situation, which is fine. Yeah, I think we should be okay with this. What actually happens in this situation? I'm assuming not much, right? Yeah. So, at level 1, they can attempt to imprison fellow vassals and courtiers within the realm of their liege, bezel gold, negative county modifiers, co-emperors are 50% more efficient to promote for administrative offices, and if permitted by cultural tradition, and if is controlled, the Diarch's children will be born with the born in gold trait, except they won't because that doesn't exist. Although I guess it must exist at some point because it's here, and it's changed from born in the purple, so interesting. Okay, and then at the second level they can start revoking titles and things, so we don't want them to get that far. Fair enough. Okay. Next, let's have a look. Also, I'm assuming that he doesn't get a vote on, like, if I revoke a title. I just had that sudden thought. I was like, does he get to, like, do anything with that? Let me just have a look. Because if I want to revoke a title, I'm not going to actually revoke this one. No, our Diarch doesn't get to say anything. That's fine. That's what I was assuming. Okay. So now, I wonder if we want to just reduce down a number of people we have in our prison to make it easier to see what we still have to do. Maybe. Okay, so we have a Dirondak here, a Theovelt. Do we want to let you out of prison? I think I let you out for a hook. Yeah, I think I let you out for a hook. Although I could demand an artifact. What have you got? Nope. Okay. Or we let you out for money. That's the other option. You do have a lot of money. Okay, let's ransom you for 100 gold. I mean, you're a Theovelt. You're kind of a special case. But you know what? You're a Theovelt, and you're on this side of the map. No, actually, you know what we're going to do with you? You're just going to convert back to your original religion here. Yeah. That's fine. You can convert back to the original religion of principalism for us. We're not going to convert our other vassals, but we will convert our own family who are sitting in, like, our territory over here. Right. You're just a random person who owns a family title. Give me 100 gold. Chief Floyd of New Mexico. I was kind of hoping it would move me over here. We have put you underneath this person. We've also revoked your titles. Yep. I'm going to let you go for 86 gold. You just have a family. Okay, well, I'll take 100 gold. Hope Masterton. You have a lot of money, Hope. Yep. I'm going to take a bunch of money from you. Oklahoma. Now, you hold land, and I've given you more land, but we'll keep you in prison for now. Same with you. Catskill. You're just a vassal over here. I think I'm just going to let you go for 100 gold. Okay, Georgia. We'll think about you for a little bit. You're again you just hold a family title. Give me 100 gold. You hold a family title. Give me... Oh, you don't have any money to give me. Why do you hate me? I'm evil. Revoked my title. Ah, so I just revoked your title. Okay. I could execute you. Your heir probably wouldn't be too happy about that, though. Oh, she's the one who held Tennessee. I see. Okay. Don't know what to do with you. Rixo, don't know what to do with you. You, I have just made independent, so I'm going to take my money from you, and hopefully we never see each other again. You just hold a family title. I did revoke your titles, but that's okay. I'll take 100 gold for you. Great Divide. Okay. Well, keep you in prison. Ontario. Keep you in prison. We have you. You just hold a random district in the Empire State. I'll get 100 gold for you. Violet Crown. Where is Violet Crown? Oh, that's the one in Texas, right? Yeah, that's the one in Texas. Okay. I will get 49 gold from you. New Jersey? Well, thank you very much for letting me win the war. You're a Theovel. My only problem with you is that I think we're currently in a feud with you. Or we keep being on-off feuding. Just give me your 200 gold. Fine. I'm not worried about hooks so much because we now have a vice president, so our succession should be set. Although I should check that. Is our succession set? It says that you're going to inherit, but I don't think that's true because it should say presidential election law. It said it on one of these. Presidential succession. Might have been in here. I'm sure it said that vice president would inherit. I just can't remember where it was. Federal? No. Now I'm like, which one of these many bits which I hover over actually did anything? You know what? Let's just wait a little bit. Let's wait a little bit and see if it changes succession law, because we haven't unpaused yet. Right, a bunch of money just came in. Wonderful. Cool. Wait till the end of the month. Pay ransom. That seems acceptable, yeah. Okay. Succession still doesn't say that it's sorted. Okay. Diarch in prison. Greetings, my implacable liege. I have a small matter for your final approval. Nothing you need to read in great detail, my lady. Whoa, pause game. Oh, there you go. My new player heir. That's all I was looking for. You want to imprison this person. I'm definitely going to veto that. Yeah. Pay ransom. Decline. Right. So our succession is now he inherits, which will mean that we would lose other titles via Confederate partition. But that is perfectly acceptable because we'll lose this to Anna, which is by a vote, and then these via Confederate partition and other such things. Okay, that's all fine. As long as it goes this way, it means my player heir is currently Jonah. That's fine. I can transfer a vassal? Sure, let's do that. How many am I over? 5 still. Okay. I'm down a lot of people in the prison. That's all I was looking for initially, was just to reduce the number of people in prison. So we have Tahoma, which is over here. And we have Green Mountains. Can I give Green Mountains to Twin Crowns? It kind of seems that they should just be the same. Like part of the same realm. You know what? Sure, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to release Green Mountains here. I'm going to release you for 100 gold. Wonderful. So that's fine. We then have Alaska. Yeah, Alaska's got all sorts of wild land all over the place, but I think that's fine for us. I think that's actually acceptable. Okay. New Orleans. Now you see, New Orleans does not look like it should have that much land currently. What's the, there's nothing de jure part of that kingdom? Perfect. That's what I love to see. Let's revoke the state from you then. Perfect. I now need to get a little bit more. Yes, so I can transfer them immediately to Louisiana, which is what we wanted to do. But I can now get a little bit more prestige and destroy that title. So, Kingdom of Upper Peace. That is de jure part of Unchaga. Oh. Actually create the title, then give it away. I know, odd ordering, but we should do that. Grant appointment, that one. What's next? Kingdom of Klamath, which is part of High Desert, sure. Or Duchy of Klamath, I think I said kingdom, I meant to say duchy. District, whatever. And then Ramapo. I think I didn't want to create this at one point, but I don't see any reason not to. Yeah, let's create rum apple. And I'm going to give that... Well, what's rum apple part of? It's part of New Jersey. Okay. I'm going to grant you rum apple. Wonderful. And now I can go to my title, which is New Orleans. And I can destroy that title. Wonderful. So we should now be 4 over. We're now 7 over. Alright. Well, we'll work it out in a minute. Also, court artifacts. I just want to see what new ones I've got. Yeah, a bunch of these things that don't matter. Although this is pretty good. Learning per level of devotion is pretty nice. Is a pedestal artifact? I already have one. Ooh, okay. Let's get rid of our prize bowl. That seems like garbage. And replace our prize bowl with a branch from the Tree of Life, a second one, which looks an awful lot like the prize bowl did. That's okay. Yeah, don't need these, can't destroy them because they're blue, fortunately. Yep, that's fine. Should mean our learning starts to fly out of control because it's getting a +1 from each of these every time we go up a level of devotion. Cool. Right, next we're going to go in here, we're going to go prisoners, we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're going to find some people to get rid of. So Green Mountains we've already sorted, and you're actually, I've already offered you the ransom, yep. New Orleans, now I think I can just ransom you, there's no reason to keep you in prison. Idaho, I don't know what we're doing with you yet. Ricardo family, you're just a family with money, so give me 100 gold. High Desert. Well, I just created this title, so I think I'm going to keep it. I think I let you out for 200 gold. So Antilles, which is where? It's over here. I could maybe get rid of that. And give that to someone else. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to revoke your title. Where are we? Revoke appointment. Right. Then we are going to go and create a couple new titles. Not declare war, create new titles. Okay, this one. Great in Louisiana. Grant to Louisiana. It's not Louisiana. What are you part of? You're part of Alabama? Well, that's going to be a real problem, isn't it? Because, yeah, currently you don't hold any of the land in it, but... Well, that's not my issue. That's an issue for you to worry about. Rainier. Create. Grant. And then the next one, we'll do the same thing too. We go find Olympus, which is the one that's right next door. Create it. And grant it. Wonderful. Right. So now we've done that, I should be able to destroy that new kingdom that we got, which is... this one. Destroy it. Then I was thinking I might turn these guys... I might just give these guys to Epcot, because that's what I did to the previous lot. I can't click on them? Are they not eligible? Not landed, not landed, and then some of these... Okay, so I can do these ones. Is it the Windward Islands? Is that what I'm going to give you? Yeah, you can have the Windward Islands. Okay, and then French Antilles. Wait, I want to go back to you, Mr. Top Hat. French Antilles. There's no filter on this, which is very interesting. Usually there's a filter on these screens, but... It's alright. We know which one we're looking for now. French Antilles. There we go. And then Puerto Rico. You appear to be an independent state. That's fine. You know the person I just revoked titles from? No. Okay. That's okay. So we could maybe take that, although you're not in prison, so. By New Orleans, Idaho. High Desert. You're the person I just revoked things from, and you have no money. Okay. Representative Trudy of Bergen. Trudy of Bergen, you're the jure part of Ramapo, which means that you should start desiring. Wait, are you actually not my vassal? You're not my vassal. Okay, never mind. You can just leave. Okay. Surrogate Jesus. Or what a name. Patricia. Give me 10 gold for you. Martha, you are not my vassal. Captain Hudson. The family men, you hold a mercenary company. Okay. You're just some guy. Oh, you're not just some guy. You're the husband of New Jersey. Okay. Grant. Give me a weak hook and you can leave. Raul. You're going to give me a weak... Oh, actually, I'm going to recruit you. You seem good enough to recruit. Cleon. Teresa. You can be recruited, especially as you're currently wounded, which is lowering a bunch of your stats. I'm going to recruit you just because you're a Blade Master, and I think that's useful to have around. I think Blade Master can, like, spread via events. You, I'm going to get some money from you. I guess I'm going to get a hook. And then Jasper. Jasper, you are going to be recruited. Right. Let's wait till all these vassals are sorted out. My level of fame went up. That's nice. It means that a bunch of people like me more, which is good. Also means that we get more knights as well. That's all good. Hostile factions are disbanding. More money is coming in. I decline on that one there. Okay. Cool. Okay. Continue just waiting for these guys to all leave prison. Okay, Liberty needed a new successor. Does it have one? It does. Okay, do we have anyone who can fill Pursuit of Happiness? No. Right. Now that that's done, I have Barbados. I don't need Barbados. Barbados can go to Epcot. Do you need the duchy that Barbados is part of to be part of your land? I just realized I can give away Barbados, or I could just hold it. I suppose I have the land. Sorry, I have the domain to hold it. So if they don't care, I can just hold that title. Yeah, I'll just hold the title for now, actually, because Epcot won't care. Nope, doesn't care. Wonderful. So we'll just hold that and earn money off of it. Okay. So how many are we over? We're over 7. The fact that we're over 7 tells me that we must have some that have reverted away from the people we've given them to, because we went down to 5. So, sort by rank. Actually, we also need to change this to be landed. Sort by rank in the other direction. Let's start finding people. So you're mayor, you don't count. You hold a duchy. Jimmy holds a duchy. Hold a duchy. Long Island. Long Island is de jure part of Empire State. That's absolutely fine. Albany, part of Empire State. Catskill, New Haven, all of that's fine. You're also part of Empire State? Yep. You're part of Empire State. So how are we 7 over? What happened? Did my vassal limit change? No. So how did we end up 7 over? Did somebody die and therefore split their land in 2 somehow? I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's happened. Okay, so we have Basse Quebec, we have Ivyland, Utah, we have U, High Desert, North Star, Grand Virginia, Willamette, Indiana, Nunavut, Aurora, Idaho, Louisiana. Okay. Just trying to see if anyone seems like out of place here. You hold a head of faith. You're out of place. But there's no way of separating the head of faith. That's annoying. What we really need to do for you is we need to take Basse Quebec and give it to you somehow, but I don't think we can. Yes, you're an annoying one. So this is part of our annoyance, is that we have multiple head of faiths that are our vassals who hold land. And the problem with that is that you can't revoke their appointments because it's their highest tier title. But you also somehow can't get rid of a head of faith. Like you just can't get rid of a head of faith title. I guess I could try and get rid of the lower title. I guess you would revoke the singular county that you hold. Yeah, I guess you would want to revoke that singular county. Even then, he still has a little bit of land. That's annoying. Anyway. Where were we? So we're back to that guy. Who is down here somewhere. That's you. Valley. Maritimes. Get rid of this for now as well. Maritimes. We have you. Saskatchewan. Peace Garden. The Pope. Who still holds all of his land that we gave him. New Jersey. Hot Quebec. Twin Crowns. Yeah, you have all of your land. It's Illinois, Caledonia, Ontario, Great Divide, Rixo, Alabama. I'm still trying to figure out where this extra 2 vassals came from, because we ended up with 2 extra vassals. Superior, Okan, which is fine. Maine, Texas, Oklahoma, SoCal. You're a head of faith title, but you happen to also have Chicagoland, which is fine. So you're Chicago. Missouri. Okay. Manitoba, Puerto Rico, Alamo. I don't think that... Yeah, I can't see an obvious one. Although we've got a few more left. I'm trying to figure out where more of these have spawned off from. No, I don't see an obvious one. Maybe when it was said 5, it was just incorrect. Maybe when it went down to 5, it was just incorrect and hadn't calculated yet. Yeah, 7 seems correct. Okay. Do we have any way whatsoever of reducing this? Yeah, so I could look at my current prisoners and reduce it there. So Oklahoma, the only way we have of reducing Oklahoma... I guess what we could do... The thing I forgot is that you can make... you can just grant the vassal instead of granting the titles. And I think that's probably the easier bit. So I could go Rixo, give their titles to Colorado and to other ones. And then... Yeah, that would work. Okay. So I think at Rixo, I'm going to take your title. So we're going to revoke that title. Where are we? Revoke appointment. Cool. I now need to create a couple of duchies. So I need to create 3 duchies actually in this case. So San Diego. We'll create it. And we'll grant that to SoCal. Cool. Next. Transverse range. We will create that. We'll grant that to SoCal. And then after that, the Inland Duchy. We'll create that. We'll grant it to SoCal. Managed to go way into the wrong menu there by accidentally double-clicking. There we go. Right. So now I should be able to take a Rixo and destroy it. Yeah, so the Jura vassals are going to be well hacked off, but that's fine. But I should then be able to grant you, like, say... So why can I not grant you this land? So what's this land part of? This land is part of Arizona, which we also control. We control the Duchy of Arizona. Can I grant you the Duchy of Arizona? No. I could grant someone else the Duchy of Arizona, though, right? Yeah. I can't grant you the Duchy of Arizona, right? No. Cannot get a title of the currently held title. Okay. Or of the same rank as the currently held title. That's fine. So what I need to do here is grant to... We usually grant to Theovelts, right? So let's say I'm looking for a Theovelt who's currently in need of some land. Like you. I'm going to grant you the District of Arizona. And then you... I'm going to grant you Arizona as... Yeah, there we go. You're a vassal. Could give SoCal a little extra land if I wanted to here. And I'm just deciding where we want it, what we want to do with it. I'm going to give this bit of land to you. I'm going to give you Colorado. Then I'm going to give the rest to you, I think. So first duchy is this one. We have people who hold land in it, so I can go to someone like you. I can give you that district. Then I can grant you that vassal. And that vassal as well. Wonderful. Right, so I'm no longer over my duchy limit, which is good. That seems good, and that's cleaned up those borders quite nicely. Wonderful. Okay. So, how many am I over? Should be over... How am I over 7? I literally just got rid of a vassal. How am I over the same amount of vassals? Right, let's just wait a second. Does it go to 6? 8? How did it go to 8? In what world does it go from 7 minus 1 to 8? That just doesn't seem possible. I spawned a new vassal somewhere. This person became independent. No. Get back under them. Is this the issue? Is this... do vassals just not stay underneath other vassals? That could be our issue. Anyway. That's fine for now. Let's just wait a second, actually. Let's see if that fixes itself. I say fixes itself, I'm meaning does it break again? No. Okay. Okay, so we're now 7 over. Let's continue doing that. So Oklahoma, I might actually do the same thing. I might take Oklahoma's title and then split them up. Yeah, now we know how to do it. I think we're going to do it. So I'm actually going to revoke Oklahoma, despite having given them more land. Okay. So I should have some that are de jure vassals of other people, right? Like, the ones over here. You are probably... Well, I'm probably able to put you underneath Louisiana without too many issues. Okay. Who are you? Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're this one that doesn't exist across all of that area. Right, that's fine. You have an estacado here. It's part of Kansas or Texas? I think these are all part of Kansas, personally. A big Kansas. You can also have these bits of land. And then the Oxarchs can have these 2 bits of land there. There we go. You desire any of it? Nope. What's number? Number's gone to 7. Again, it doesn't seem possible that I can get rid of a vassal and end up at the same number. Oh, I need to get rid of the state of Oklahoma now. So, I need to create a couple of titles. So we're going to go to Delmarva. Do I want to create Delmarva? Sure. Create it. Chesapeake. Grant Delmarva. Next, we're going to go down here. This is part of what would be Oklahoma. Let's give that to Kansas and, yeah. You know, both of those actually. Wonderful. Okay, then the state of Oklahoma. We're gonna destroy that. Cool. Notorious Foxhide, I'm gonna destroy that. We have 2 new artifacts. Let's have a look at our 2 new artifacts. They are hot garbage. Yup. Alright. Destroy them for money. Okay. I'm going to check the only thing that makes sense to me here. I don't think I picked up a new duchy, so I don't know how we could end up with that number that we've ended up with. No, I'm not going to let people out of prison yet. I'm still thinking. Right, what are we at? We're still at 7 somehow. Right, wait till the end of the month, see if it recalculates. We're at 11? How did we get to 11? Oh, because 3 vassals stopped being underneath their rightful liege. Okay. Four vassals? No, okay. Yeah, so this is obviously... Yeah, I see Albuquerque is now free as well. So this is obviously the issue we've been having this whole time then, is that vassals are just bouncing out from... Well, it's one of the many issues, is that vassals are bouncing out. It's probably deliberate, but... Anyway. So now we're at 7. Now, do we have any new dukes anywhere? No. There is always also the option of getting rid of duchies. Like, if I don't want to stop these people being underneath the title here, I can just get rid of the entire duchy and then merge it into another duchy. Yeah. You know what? You are getting your district revoked. That's perfectly acceptable. Right. Catskill. You're also... Wait, I already let you go. I don't know. Do I not have a member of my family around here? I do. Right, you. Member of my family. You are going to get... I can't give you this because it's equal to your title. That's fine. I can get rid of that duchy, though. Right, how much do I need to get rid of the duchy? Another 303. Alright, we've been here before. Okay. I'm 10 over my limit again. Right. This one. I'm going to create title. And I'm going to grant that to you. I can't grant that duchy to you. Okay, I'm going to grant that duchy to you instead. There we go. Right. Next, to create another one, Pine Belt. I'm going to create it. And I'm going to grant that to Louisiana. Yes, okay, I'm allowed to do that one. Okay. Over here, I'm then going to take this duchy of Finger Lakes and I'm going to destroy it. Then I'm going to take my vassal / family member here. Why can I not give them this land? It's not part of the de jure structure or a neighbor. Okay, so I would have to give it to someone else. I'm going to give it to you then. I'm going to give some of it to you anyway. There you go. And then I'll give some of it to you. Even though I know you were one of the people in my prison, but that's okay. Then who gets the one in the middle? You can. You can have this one. Right. Cool. So that should have reduced our number of vassals. We're at 9. Uh-huh. I got a new thing in here. Tales of Senator Thaddeus. We'll repair that. So now we're back into this list. I have Oklahoma. Oklahoma is part of Kansas. Well, no, Oklahoma is part of your land. So let's put these two back underneath you. Because I spotted both of them in there. That's fine. What else have we got here? Design, Long Island, Albany, Catskill. Okay. I'm still only 7, which doesn't... still doesn't make sense that I can keep reducing the number of vassals we have and end up at the same number. Because I'm sure we're merging 2 vassals into 1 by doing that, but apparently, no. Okay. It's Caledonia already. Okay. Just spot that one down there. Right, next, Elizabeth. You're just a random person who owns a family. I'm going to get 100 gold for you. I'm assuming that the family members don't count, right? It's only landed. But actually, let me just check. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe the families count. The family titles count. Oh, that's why we're so far over. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I was like, okay. I was thinking, like, you add, like, 50-ish to, like, 10-ish. How are we getting over 100? Right? The numbers weren't adding up. And the answer is because all of the family titles are counting towards my vassal limit. I thought the family titles didn't count. But they must be counting, right? That's why it keeps not being reduced, because the family title still exists. I think. So actually what I want to try and do is put families underneath landed vassals. Because then they won't count. I don't know if I have any way of, like, actively doing... Like, I don't know if I have any easy ways of actively doing that. Also, I'm going to click the auto-invite button. So I don't need to worry about that. But that must be what's happening here, right? Yeah. Is there any way to... I should check the next family title I see. Do I have anyone to adjust a family title here? I do. You have the Kashiapan family. Okay. Marston, you're going to be my experiment. I got 100 gold for that person. New religious movement? Not interested. Right. Kashiapan. So, I have nothing I can do here. So if I grant independence to a family, it's just a family, right? He will no longer be your vassal. Yeah. I'm at 9. I gain stress because I'm ambitious, but let's see what happens. So I became stressed. That's acceptable. 8. My God, that's our issue. Okay, now we know the issue. The issue is easily fixed, actually. It is going to stress my character out. What's my character like doing? Likes being religious and lustful. Okay, do I have anything that lowers my stress easily? Because it cost me 100 stress each time. Found a holy order. Weirdly doesn't lower my zealous character's stress. Huh. Adopt a puppy. When we could pet the dog. Okay, I'm gonna get a dog. I'm gonna call this dog, yeah, Lassie. That sounds like a great name. Mental break. Ooh, I can get coffee drinker. Which is a health boost and stewardship and a unique trait to this mod. Ooh. Okay, sure. Why not? Coffee drinker. Transfer that vassal. So we're now down to 7. Okay. One of my senators converted to the new religious movement. Just to spite me, I guess. Right. Can I pet my dog? I can also drink coffee. For caffeine pick-me-up. Gives me monthly lifestyle experience for 3 years. Sure, I'll drink some coffee. I find myself in an almost meditative calm as I step through the process of preparing a cup of coffee, slowly watching as the dark liquid filters down into the cup I have laid out. After several minutes, I take up the finished cup of dark brown liquid, breathing in the fragrant aroma and take a sip. A wave of warmth spreads across me with the liquid. As I feel the fatigue leave my body, my mind already sharper and more ready to face the day. Wonderful. You'll be unable to take another coffee-related decision for 24 months. Alright. Sure. And I'm going to pet my dog. Wonderful. Didn't lower my stress by that much, but it did lower my stress. And we've got even more stewardship now, which is great. Cool. In here, I guess the other way of getting rid of a... The other way of getting rid of a family is I give them land and then I make them somebody else's vassal. Yes, okay. I can prove that. So if we open up this, we should have another family title to get rid of. So we have the Maisie family, right? I'm going to give them Barbados and then make Barbados the vassal of them. So I'm going to grant you Barbados. Then I'm going to make you the vassal of Epcot. So that shouldn't have increased my number of vassals. Now I'm going to make that your vassal. And that will have reduced my number of vassals. Yes. Okay. We're getting somewhere here. Alright. We are getting somewhere here. So I can do that one more time as I've got one more bit of land I don't care about. In theory. Let's see. Got any more family titles? Oh, you can leave now. Yeah, give me, I don't know, a hook. Right, you. The, Ayala family. I am going to grant you this one. Then I'm going to grant that to... I don't know. You know what? It's Louisiana. This always has been part of Louisiana. Yep, can't change my mind on that. Okay, so that's how you can reduce the number and end up at the same number. That's the answer we were looking for. There is actually a solution to that question. That nonsense question I asked. Okay. Martha of Middlesex, you're not my vassal. You can leave for 50 gold. Tiffany, you can leave for 17. Emmett, you can leave for 10. Jesus, you're stuck here. Right. Okay. Down to 12, down to 11 people in my prison. Ransom Jesus. Yep. Gonna get us down to 9 once Tiffany's out as well. Learn language outside help. Sure, why not? Sounds good to me. Right. So now if we have a look, we have 8 people in our prison. I've already given you your way out, right? Nope. Okay, give me a hook. Anna's first teething. We will choose that option, which lowers my stress. I will then take the tooth, and I will destroy it for money. Okay. So he's now out of our prison. Wonderful. So now we know how to get things done, which is good. We're getting there. I'm 5 over. So the question is, are we going to destroy 5 more titles to do this 5 more times? Let's say, sorry, 7 more titles. So we're going to destroy 5 more of them to get this sorted. Georgia could become part of Alabama or Northflow. Yeah. Although she's Theovelt, so you know what? You get to leave because you're a member of my dynasty. You? Great Divide. So the Great Divide is this land right here. It could all be part of Utah. Yeah, I think it is. I'm going to revoke your title. Great Divide. Okay, so he's just a guy now. Give me 100 gold and you can leave. Utah? Grant you that one. Grant you that one. And then we have this land here, which we are currently going to keep. Just for a temporary amount of time, we're going to keep these bits of land. Because they are useful. I have too many held duchies. Which ones do I hold? I hold Red Desert, which is all within Utah right now, which is all within the Western Slope. So I'm going to grant you... I can't grant you Red Desert. Do I need to destroy Red Desert? Cannot grant you Red Desert. Okay, so I need to destroy Red Desert, plus I need to destroy this other title. It's okay. Jackson. I think I created Red Desert, which is even worse. State of Magnolia. Which, does Louisiana hold both titles still? If they do, that's fine. They do. Fantastic. So I'm going to create Jackson. And then I'm going to grant you Jackson. Wonderful. So I should now be able to destroy Red Desert. Yep. Okay. Then the other one that I hold is Beartooth. But Beartooth is fine. I could give it to Wind River. So if I grant you Beartooth, but not the lower title. Oh, I have to grant you the lower titles as well. We'll wait a second on that. Okay. So that's fine. Next. We have Nancy of Ontario. Which we could, in theory, get rid of. And then split into Michigan and Aurora. Yeah, let's do that. So you, I'm going to revoke your title. Cool. That seems fine. So you still have a family title. That's what I was waiting for, to see if somebody still had the family title. So I'm going to grant you this Duchy of the Beartooth title, which gives you the municipalities as well. Then I'm going to grant that to Utah. Utah, who apparently hates us. They absolutely despise us, but that's okay. So that got rid of that person. So now we can go in here and we can ransom them for a hook. So how many am I over right now? I'm 19 direct vassals over. Oh, that's because I hold... yeah, okay. That's acceptable. I hold all of Ontario. That's fine. Ontario. There we go. I'm going to grant you that one. I'm going to grant you that one. Hot Quebec. You can have this one. You can also have that one as well. Right. Is this controlled by someone else? Oh, it's controlled by you, I see. Okay, you can also have Ottawa. That's fine. And then Michigan can have the bits down here. Grant Vassal. Grant Vassal. Grant Vassal. All these tiny little bits of land. One at a time. Okay, grant Vassal. And grant Vassal. Grant Vassal. Right. So how many am I over now? 5. Okay. We still hold a few bits of land that we shouldn't. So we have London and Perth. Port Stanley and North Perth. Okay. That's all okay. Prisoners, let's just wait a second or two. Let some of this stuff sort itself out. I now need to destroy Ontario, right? Yeah, and the District of Thames. So that's going to be another 1 for the district. So that'll be Dog Rib. We're going to create next, which is over here. And I can grant it to you. Yep. Wonderful. That now means that we can destroy the district of Thames. Although I don't need to. I really just need to destroy this one. The other one we can get rid of in a normal fashion. This one, yeah, create it. Give it to you. Grant that one. Right. Cool. Let's have a little look at our prisoners here. We've got 5 prisoners left. You're about to be out of the prison. Cool. So it leaves us with not very much left. So we have Emma. Emma holds Tahoma. Tahoma is definitely on the to-go list. So I'm going to revoke Tahoma. I can't revoke Tahoma because it's occupied. Cool. I may also have to recreate some of these titles later in order to do decisions. I understand that, but let's worry about that when we get there. So Tahoma, you're free to go because I actually can't do anything against you. Abraham has Alaska. I think unfortunately Alaska's a little too difficult to remove. I guess I could make it all Ughan. Yeah, I could make it all Ughan. Okay. Let's revoke Alaska. Sure. We're then going to go in here and we're going to can reinstate the pursuit of happiness. I must have got somebody. Yeah, Jasper forced. There we go. Let's just make sure my acclaimed knights are all forced. Perfect. Right, we now have the acclaimed knight in there. That's good. Okay. So next up I need to destroy Alaska. So we're going to go in here. Alaska. Destroy. Then you can get all of these vassals. Even though you hate me. But I'm sure that you quite like the land, so that's fine. Grand Vassal. Grand Vassal. Grand Vassal. All of these ones along here. Grant Vassal. Are they not my vassal? They're independent. Oh. Oops. Well. Grant Vassal. And then we have this, all of this land, but I can grant this vassal to you. Cool. And grant that vassal. Then grant that vassal. And then that one. Oh, and you can also have that one. Okay. Oh, and that one. Oh, okay. They're independent. That's fine. How many am I over? How badly did I do, basically? I still haven't destroyed Ontario. Okay. That's for you. We're 6 above. Cool. We're 6 above still. Too many held duchies. That's fine. I think it must be because I hold a no? I was like, oh, right. This vassal. Okay, that puts us 5 above. And then I should have him holding a family title, looking at the number of vassals I have. Yes, of the Charlie family. Wonderful. So, do I have a duchy over here? I have the Duchy of Kenai. I am going to grant you that whole duchy. And then I'm going to grant that to you. There we go. Wonderful. So that one's sorted. How many am I over? 4. I just had another thought for how to sort this. Give me a second. I might be being stupid. I go in here and I switch this to direct vassals unlanded. I should be able to see people who only have family titles. Yeah. Then I can give them some of these titles. Like, say, the Municipality of Perth. Then I can give the next person, say you, the Baskerville family, give you the Municipality of London. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to give you the District of Thames. Then Michigan can have both of you as vassals. Look at that. I was being stupid. That is a much nicer solution. Who is Trent? Why are you independent? There we go. How many am I over? One direct vassal. Okay. I still need to destroy Ontario. It's fine. Right, we can do that. Are these any good? Can't destroy. Can destroy. Yeah, can't destroy. I'm just going to repair these while I'm here, just to make my life easier. Give me less things to look through. I still hold the duchy, the Yukon Delta. Okay, where's the Yukon Delta? It's over here. I don't hold any land within it. So I guess I'm just going to have to give that to, like, I don't know, you. Wonderful. Hold it. Right. Next one. Let's get rid of it. Over here. So. Titles can be created. This thing. Looks great. It's a title in Alberta. Let's do that. Then, next one. Calgary. Also a title in Alberta. Yup. Okay. And then next one is going to be Edmonton. Okay. Also in Alberta. There we go. Wonderful. So that's all that sorted. Now I can get rid of my kingdom, which is one of the two kingdoms I still need to get rid of, actually. Let's get rid of Great Divide. Now, Upper Athabasca. That is part of Alberta, apparently. Let's grant that to you. Cool. Then Kansas, which I assume is part of Kansas. Say, optimistically. District of Kansas. And then one more, we have this thing, which is part of whatever this is. Right. Let's give that to you. Right. That now means that I can go in here and I can destroy you. Perfect. So, now we are 1 over our vassal limit. Is there anyone else whose land I want to take away here? So Senator Abraham can now leave our thing. You, I kind of want you to have all your land. I'm going to get 200 gold for you. Emma, I can't get your land. I'm already ransoming you. So that means Idaho's our only one left. I could revoke Idaho, but with the intention of giving it back. Yep, that's what I do here. I revoke Idaho with the intention of giving it back to somebody. But probably not the person I revoked it from. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's get 100 gold for this random person. Just realized my mistake. That's okay. We will keep an eye on you for a second. Just need him to say yes to leaving. There we go. Right, summon the physician. So, Senator Manuel. I'm going to give you one of the pieces of land in Idaho. So I'm going to give you like the district of Glacier. Then I'm going to find another family vassal. This family vassal. I'm going to give you the district... Actually, I'm going to give you the state of Idaho. Plus all of that. Let's do that. Grant you some vassals. Probably should have picked somebody who was my religion, but whatever. You can have that one. You can now have that one. And you can have North Idaho. And you can have Palouse. And then... anyone else? SoCal? I'm 4 vassals over. How did I become 4 vassals over? What happened? How did I somehow get more? Because it said new powerful families in the corner? Yep, every time it said new powerful families, effectively it was saying screw you. I hadn't realized that. Ah. I understand now. Right. Destroy. Destroy. Okay, so we didn't manage to fix the issue, but we now know what the issue is, at least. We've got a lot closer to fixing the issue. Yeah. Acquisition date. This, destroy. Anything that doesn't have vassal limit on it gets destroyed. Or, like, yeah, anything I can destroy. It doesn't have vassal limit, I should say. That's pretty good. It's not, you know, insane, but it's pretty good. Destroy that. This one, destroy. Okay, we got some blues. Nope. 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 Destroy. Okay. Cool. So, we have a new thing that we can do. Every time we get a singular piece of land, we give it to a family and then we give it to somebody else. Which we can actually do pretty consistently by declaring something like, I could declare a holy war on this person and then give it to a family, then give that to somebody else. Okay, we have a path to victory. So, at the end of the episode, we know how to get under our vassal limit. We know that it involves declaring more wars, so we're in a position to declare wars. And we've sorted our succession. Also, it doesn't appear like there are any factions of note, it doesn't appear like there are any factions. Now, is that because we haven't unpaused for that long? Potentially. But it's also because I've just given a huge number of people a huge amount of land. Which means that a lot of people have a much higher opinion of us than they did a second ago. So... yeah, that's going to be quite helpful to us. I do probably need to sort out all of my council positions, because they're all empty. All of those council positions anyway. These ones are all fine. And then, yeah, we'll figure out where we're at next time. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.